everybody, and welcome to TVL Sports Net, the show that keeps you up to date with the 12 terrific programs of the Tri-Valley League. I'm your host, Tom Nappy. On today's edition, we have state championship highlights, and there were 4 TVL teams in state championship games, so lots of highlights to get to. So without further ado, here are what happened to TVL teams in the state championships.
First seeded Medfield girls basketball took down North Quincy in the Final Four 69-47, and that set up a rematch of last year's Division II state championship, in which Medfield won and were now looking for their second straight victory in the D2 state championship over South High. Medfield, the first seed, South High, the sixth seed, battled for the second straight year in the Division II state championship. It was a low-scoring, gritty first half, and at the break, it was a 19-13 Medfield lead. In the second half, the Medfield scoring got going in a very big way. Medfield drops 28 points in the third quarter and led 47-19 heading into the fourth. Another 15 points in the fourth quarter for the Warriors, and Medfield takes the Division II state championship over South High by a whopping 62-20 final. Medfield outscored South High 43-7 in the second half. The 42-point margin of victory by Medfield is the most in Division II girls basketball history, breaking the previous record of 38 points. In the last 20 seasons, Medfield has now captured the Division II state championship 3 times and has now won 2 straight Division II titles. Junior captain Izzy Kittredge led the way for the Warriors, exploding for 28 points in the game. 21 of Izzy's points came in the second half. We talked with her following the Medfield victory.
Thank you. How does it feel? It feels amazing. As you can see, our whole town supports us, so it's great to get a win for them.
Second year in a row.
I know.
And you beat the same team once again. How does it feel? 2 in a row, and most teams don't get 2 in.
I know. It's amazing. This group is so tight. It's like family, so it's great to win with them.
And what's it been like playing with this group all season long?
Sorry, what'd you say?
What's it been like playing with this group all season?
Oh my gosh, I know. My teammates said earlier this season that we're like a family, so I really stick by that. I love these girls so much, so it's great to win with them.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that when we get locked into the first 2 girls. Well, not just them, but the girls who were on the team last year, the first girls ever in this program's history to win 2 state titles. So it's special, but Jalen and Olivia are just such special leaders, special players, selfless. They want nothing more to win the state championship, and they were happy with whatever role they could have. We made our captain speeches yesterday after our last practice for next year, and to a person, the girls that were applying to be captain for next year talking about what great leaders we had this year, and it's 100%. Spectacular leaders. Girls were all crying after practice yesterday because they knew it was their last practice. When you have tears like that in situation, you have a special team.
One down, 2 more to go. How's
We're blessed. We're blessed. Great game against a great opponent. I love this facility. Top rate. Our girls played awesome. They showed up, and couldn't be more happy for them.
And you got 3 teams in the state championship this week.
Yeah, an embarrassment of riches, yes. So tomorrow will be a great day too. Looking forward to the boys game against NASA and the girls game against Milton. So looking forward to those games for sure.
And Izzy Kittredge was unbelievable out there. I think it was 28 points. Talking about her performance.
Just, unbelievable performance and unbelievable kid. The entire group, this entire team from the coaching staff down are just the nicest, most genuine kids on and off the court, and I just couldn't be more proud of them. But Izzy she stepped up even more tonight, and she took the team on her back for a while when we were struggling offensively to start. So, super happy for her. She's awesome.
And a large portion of this group has now won 2 straight state championships.
Yes.
What do you think makes this group so special?
Just the poise, the way they practice and prepare for the game. They could maybe, things aren't clicking at first, but no one's losing confidence. They support each other. They're a tight-knit group, well coached from top to bottom. It's just, they're just a fantastic group.
I'm Marshalsea, and this is your sports update. Last weekend, senior Natalie Martin competed at the Nike Indoor Nationals in New York, setting a new personal record in the mile. Martin finished 5th in her mile section and placed 27th overall, facing off against some of the best runners from New Jersey to Toronto. It was an impressive performance, and she had an outstanding day on the track. Congratulations, Natalie, and best of luck with your future running career at Holy Cross. And just in case you haven't seen it, Natalie was interviewed by track head coach Amy Worcester on the most recent episode of NCM Sports Talk. To watch the full interview and episode, keep an eye on the NCM Community Channel or watch on demand at norwoodcommunitymedia.org. Norwood made its mark in the WNIT basketball tournament as NHS class of 1983, NHS Hall of Famer and Stonehill head coach Tricia Brown faced off with NHS class of 22 and UMass Amherst basketball star Megan Olbrys. Olbrys was the leading scorer for UMass, dropping 20 points, adding 9 rebounds, 3 assists, a block, and a steal. The Minute Women head to the University at Buffalo in New York to face the Bulls on Sunday the 23rd at 2 o'clock. And that is all I have for this sports update. I'm Ron Marshalsea.
On Sunday, March 16th, it was MIAA Hockey State Championship time at the TD Garden. 3 TVL teams were in action to try to grab a state championship title. In the first game of the day at 9 a.m., the 6th-seeded Dedham boys took on 5th-seeded Winthrop in the Division IV state championship. Here's highlights of the action-packed physical game, courtesy of the NFHS Network. Jake Levin and Mike Walsh were on the call.
And Dedham, scored by Bogey, but Boncory follows up, thrown in front, swing and a miss by Romano. It's like we've seen a little bit of line juggling from the Vikings. Boncory and Holgerson now playing with Romano on the wing. Meanwhile, here comes Brian Dunn for Dedham to the backhand, denied by the post. It goes over the goal line. Are they going to count it?
So yeah, we're going to see Colin's going to do a great job. He's going to pause it right here. Puck has not come in yet. Then you're going to see puck come in right after. Great job by Colin Barkin. Give us that
No
feed.
goal. Good way to put it. The last 5 minutes or so in that first period, they had earned some chances like that. As Boncory ahead for Holgerson, he scores! And 19 seconds after a goal comes off the board
With the Vikings. And we'll see if anything comes up here. So we get a look at our top angle. Yeah, right there, just before the face-off circle, Dedham is going to go to the power play to begin the third.
Trying to lift one towards Laughter. Laughter for Holt. Shot and a save. Donahue, his biggest of the game so far. Babine came on. Paul Ferrara keeps it in far side left. Fires. Adams to stop. Puck loose. Holgerson into the Grand Canyon. He scores! This is Holgerson. Holgerson from center ice. Buries it. Loses close your lids. It's a hat trick for Michael Holgerson. Champions for the first time since 1976.
Winthrop took the 3-0 win, improving to 16-6-2 and taking the Division IV state title. Dedham finishes 15-9-0 overall. Congratulations to the Marauders on getting to the first ever hockey state championship for Dedham High School. They should be proud of their incredible season. In the final 2 games of the night, it was a Medfield doubleheader at the TD Garden. To start the Medfield doubleheader, second-seeded 22-1-1 Medfield boys hosted first-seeded 22-0-1 Nauset. In the Division III Boys State Championship, Nauset was hoping to rebound after a loss at TD Garden last year, while the Medfield boys looked to grab their first state championship since 2016. Rich McClone and Jack Murray were on the call for the NFHS Network broadcast.
I almost said the Warriors, chipped down into the Nauset corner. 4 seconds left in the period. That's going to do it here. As Nauset gets it over the red line, but the horn sounds ending the first period.
Something Coach Brickley will have to manage here.
Another face-off win for Medfield. They're able to get it up into the neutral zone. Shaughnessy, shot, saved by Coelho. Chase, but he can't get there first. Winning that foot race was Martin. Martin goes reverse the other way. Taken away, though, by Medfield. Shot, score! Off the turnover! Medfield's on the board!
Who else but the freshman Luke Dixon picks up his opportunity. This line, again, just got a little bit of a rest. They looked fired up here.
Joey Nee.
Oh, Joey Nee was 5, okay.
Nee off the turnover, got in close, and went under the bar. And Medfield has the lead.
What a great pickup there.
Medfield on a goal by Nee has a 1-0 lead after 2. He saved the day with the stick lift from behind. Quick shot, save, rebound, still loose. Shot, score! Logan Poland. If at first you don't succeed, try again. The blue line. Eldridge cuts it in, shot.
Short side is where you find it. What a great release by Eldridge.
Ward, 2-on-1 develops, empty net, score! Medfield pulled the goalie, and Nauset makes them pay. It's sweet relief for Nauset.
Nauset would end up taking the 4-1 Division III state championship win. Medfield finishes their incredible season with a record of 22-2-1. Nauset finishes 24-0-1, and as the Division III state champions, congratulations to Medfield on an incredible run. In the final game of the night, 13th-seeded Medfield Lady Warriors took on 6th-seeded Milton. In the girls' Division II state championship, the Warriors were fresh off a huge upset in the semifinals over first-seeded, previously undefeated Westwood and looked to finish the job. Milton lost their previous 2 state championships, and this was the first appearance at the TD Garden for the Medfield girls. David Snow and Paul McNamara were on the call for the NFHS Network.
David is whatever, but they're a little bit of a different contrast. They are white numerals on powder blue uniforms.
Yeah, they're not doing us any favors. We get a quick shot right on front, stop made, and a goal! The goal is scored. I think it's Maeve Kelly that came through with that one. We'll check. Yes, it's number 9, Maeve Kelly, the senior captain, with her 7th goal of the season, puts Medfield out to a 1-0 lead. Early stages here of the first period.
We'll get to see it again here. Kelly moves in and gets a clean shot right here. And I think the save is made on the first attempt, and Kelly follows up and takes a swipe at it, and nothing that goalie Kara Hart could do there as she made a good stop on the first one, but a little off balance, and Kelly made a nice play.
Stone, the junior, she had 2 goals in the semifinal. First funny bounce there in the corner. And quick shot there by Molly Murphy, and Molly Murphy is somebody to keep an eye on. This is Jenna McDonald, fires, just meets, we get a rebound that just goes off to the corner. Well played there, Marin Hart. Another shot that just whizzes, and Hart gets a piece of it with the blocker all the way down to the blue line and pushed forward. Now watch out, coming the other way, fired into the corner. We're out of time. We've played 1 period from TD Garden in Boston. It's Medfield with a surprising 1-0 lead, coming off of a goal from Maeve Kelly. Push forward, look out, 2-on-1, shot taken right up into the glove. I'm going to tell you one thing, Sabrina Stone is not shy. She would shoot that thing coming out of the locker room.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. I mean, she's one of the scoring leaders, if not the leader, and they need to break the ice mentally.
It off of Dolan, goes behind the net, centering pass right out in front. And
sticks get high now.
Let's get to know one another. Keeps going, but Stone just turns and moves it to Murphy. Now just coming the other way. Brooke Riley, she's got a trailer.
Oh,
it's wide open, the shot and a goal! The goal is scored, I believe, by Jenna McDonald. Jenna McDonald able to put that one home, and a good look from Brooke Riley, who was in a hurry in between the circle and caught McDonald with a nice look to her left, put the pass right there, and not a lot that Hart could do about it, right into the back of the net.
What a nice pass, and a great finish there by McDonald.
Yeah, the junior puts Medfield out to a 2-0 lead. Again, Paul, what we talked about. You wouldn't think this adds up to a 2-0 Medfield lead, and yet this is how they're doing it. Number 13 seed, just nice little keep in there by Mullen. Centering pass out in front, nobody knows where it is. Couple whacks at it, a third, saved by Parachi, and it skipped right up into her glove. Coming the other way, Brooke Riley, dangerous, right down Main Street, takes it to the corner, nobody with her. She finds a trailer.
Wow.
Flippo got a shot off, and then coming in behind her is Carlson. Look out! Quick shot. Carew takes a whack at it. Murphy gets a whack at it. Puck's everywhere but in. Off to the corner. That's Gorham. Makes a pass to the point. Hart steps in, loads it up. Save Parachi.
13.
Really smart player. Knows where she is out there, and just really, Parachi, puck seems to find her. I don't think that was the intent of that pass. And now another opportunity. Nice block there by Hart. And look out, this could be it. The moment, Flippo running out of room. She fires it into an empty net. The Warriors of Medfield, the 13 seed, have found their moment. Flippo took it to the wall, right at the face-off circle, went wide of that, right up against the boards, fired it into an empty net. It's 3-0 Medfield, and I think you might be able to turn off the lights on Milton's season.
4 straight upset wins for 13th seeded Medfield Warriors and a Division II state championship title to close out the season as Medfield takes the 3-0 win and brings home the second Medfield state championship of the winter season. Saturday, March 15th, Medfield girls basketball takes the state title, and on March 16th, Medfield girls hockey takes the state title and finishes their championship winning season with a record of 16-7-2. Milton finishes 23-2. Our friends at Hockey Night in Boston talked with some of the state champion Medfield Warriors after the game.
I'm here with 3 big stars from this game. We got Cameron Paraki, Maeve Kelly, and Jenna McDonald. So Maeve, just starting with you, early in that game, a little over a minute in, you score. How'd that set the tone for this one?
I think in the locker room we really emphasized we need to come out flying on this Milton team because Milton is a dominant team, over 20 wins on the season. So we really emphasized we need to get that first goal because when we get that first goal, we're flying. So I think that the goal really set the tone of the game, and we just kept really pushing them and getting shots off quick too.
Jenna scoring your goal off that pass from from Brooke. What did you see on that rush with her?
Brooke's just such a great person to have on your line, and she's a great passer, so I knew the puck was coming to me, so I had to prepare myself a little bit. I was kind of shaking, but I knew I had to score, and I just knew that we could put the game away, so I had to. I didn't have a choice.
Cameron, this is your 3rd shutout of the tournament. What has made you so successful in net under pressure?
Honestly, my defense, they've helped me out a lot, clearing pucks out, forward scoring early. We've always gotten the first goal of the game. That boosts everyone's confidence. Everyone gets going. And yeah, that's really just helped my confidence and everyone hyping me up, honestly.
And then heading into your senior season, what lessons are you taking from this year to that now?
Honestly, just never getting down on yourself. I feel at the beginning of the season, they would score quick and then it would just end up being a bad game. And practicing how you want to play too, that also has helped me a lot this year.
And this is your team and your boys' team have both made it here to the Garden for the first time ever. Just what does this mean to the town and how excited is the community?
I think as you could see, the whole town was there. They were so happy for us, and we were just fired up. It was just so exciting. We were all just think we're living in a dream. It's crazy, and I can't wait to celebrate. So
yeah.
And then Maeve, for you, you're a captain and a senior. Just what does it mean to you finishing your time with the program with the team's first ever state title?
It's awesome. Winning the first title my senior year is there's no other way I'd rather have it. I'm really excited. No other team I'd rather do it with too. So honestly, there's no other way to put it than it was so much fun. And honestly, we made history tonight, and it's just so amazing.
Congratulations to Medfield girls basketball and Medfield girls hockey on their tremendous state championship titles. That is going to do it for this edition of TVL Sports Net. A big thank you to all the other local access networks who help make this show possible, and for our great HCAM production crew. I'm Tom Nappy. As always, we thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you next time on TVL Sports Net. Goodbye, everybody.